Hi and welcome to this video about iiQWorks.Copilot. In this tutorial, you will learn how to license, install, and use iiQWorks.Copilot inside iiQWorks.Sim. First, we will navigate to the iiQWorks product page. To do this, open my.KUKA in your browser. Then go to the Marketplace drop-down menu, select Software, continue to Engineering for Robot Systems, and choose KUKA iiQWorks. Here, you will see the most recent version of iiQWorks.Copilot. Simply select the latest version to get more information. Currently, you will not find any download links for the iiQWorks.Copilot in my.KUKA. Only the product presentation is available at this stage. First, we need to log in. Enter your my.KUKA credentials. I will do this now by entering my username and password. After the page reloads, you will see a notification banner with a button at the top of the page. You can assign the iiQWorks.Copilot basic license for free to your my.KUKA single user account by clicking the button. Once the license is assigned successfully, a green confirmation message will appear at the top of the page. Please note that this basic license includes 1,000 credits per month. These credits automatically reset at the end of each month. If this number of credits is not sufficient for your use case, you can upgrade to a single user license, for example for the year 2026. By selecting this license and purchasing it, you will receive 200,000 credits. These credits can be used during the year 2026 and will expire at the end of that year. To purchase this package, simply request a quote or, if available, add the license directly to your cart. For now, we will continue using the iiQWorks.Copilot basic license. If needed, you can always return later and upgrade to a larger package. Now that the license is assigned to your my.KUKA user account, we can continue with the installation. To continue, open iiQWorks.Cockpit, which you should already have installed on your system. If you have not installed iiQWorks.Cockpit, watch its installation video tutorial first. Now, in iiQWorks.Cockpit, go to the bottom left corner and open the software repository. Log in using your my.KUKA credentials, and then look for iiQWorks.Copilot. In the list, iiQWorks.Copilot is provided as a KUKA option package, also referred to as a COP. You can either filter the list to show only KUKA option packages, use the search bar to search for iiQWorks.Copilot, or simply scroll down until you find it. Once you have located it, you can install the latest version directly, or use the version selector in the top right corner to choose a specific version. When you click on the install button, a dialog will open where you need to select iiQWorks.Sim. Make sure the iiQWorks.Sim checkbox is enabled, then select the version you want to install and choose the target profile. I recommend using the default profile, rather than another profile you may already have configured in iiQWorks.Sim. The installation will now start. During the installation, make sure that iiQWorks.Sim is completely closed. Once the installation is completed successfully, you will see a green checkmark indicating that iiQWorks.Copilot has been installed to your default profile. Now let's navigate to iiQWorks.Sim. If the installation was not successful, for example, if you downloaded the KUKA option package from another location, or if it was downloaded in iiQWorks.Cockpit but not installed correctly, you can also install it manually from within iiQWorks.Sim. To do this, go to the File menu, then navigate to Options, open Add-on Location, and then select Manage KUKA Option Packages. In this dialog, you first need to select the profile you want to install the option package to. In this case, I again recommend using the default profile. Next, click on Add New Option Package to the system. Now navigate to your download directory and locate the iiQWorks.Copilot package. Select the iiQWorks.Copilot KUKA option package COP and click Open. The package will now be installed. Once the installation is finished, you can close the window. After that, you need to restart the entire iiQWorks.Sim engineering software. The restart may take a moment, so just wait until iiQWorks.Sim has fully started again. Once iiQWorks.Sim is running, you should normally see the iiQWorks.Copilot window directly on the right side of the screen. If this is not the case, open the Options menu and check whether iiQWorks.Copilot is available and enabled there. You can also verify that the installation was successful by opening the KUKA Option Package Management again. In the Default section, you should see iiQWorks.Copilot listed with the currently installed version. After closing the Option Package Management, the iiQWorks.Copilot window should be visible on the right side. Here, you can already see your available credits and start interacting with the Copilot immediately. If the Copilot window is still not visible, go to the top right corner and open the window overview. From there, select iiQWorks.Copilot to make the window visible. If you do not see the message "Hello, can I assist you today?" but instead, see a message asking you to log in with your my.KUKA credentials. This usually means that you are offline or using a node-locked license without an internet connection or without a connection to your single user account. iiQWorks.Copilot only works with an iiQWorks.Sim single-user, credential-based license. It does not matter whether this license is a basic or an advanced. However, it must be a single-user license connected to your my.KUKA account, otherwise iiQWorks.Copilot will not be available. At the bottom of the iiQWorks.Copilot window, you can see a text input field. This is where you can enter your prompt. Next to it, you can send the message either by pressing enter or by clicking the send button. At the very bottom of the window, you will also find a drop-down menu where you can select between different Copilot agents. Here, you can choose between an orchestration agent, which focuses on planning and recommendations, and an editing agent, which allows you to directly modify objects inside the simulation. For now, we will stay with the orchestration agent, because we want to receive textual recommendations and advice from iiQWorks.Copilot. Let's start with a simple example prompt. For a pick-and-place application, which robots should I use? You can extend this prompt further by adding more details. For example, you can ask which additional components should be used inside the simulation. You can also clearly state what you do not want the Copilot to do. For example, you can add, "Please do not add any other objects yet." Once you send the prompt, either by pressing enter or clicking send, iiQWorks.Copilot is triggered. The agent starts processing your request and then returns a response. You will notice that your available credits decrease, and you will see the textual feedback from the Copilot. In this example, the Copilot provides recommendations for robot selection and suggests additional required components, such as an end effector, a conveyor, and the workpiece. You can also trigger editing actions directly from a prompt, even while using the orchestration agent. However, for this to work, you must be very precise with the object names. Object names are case-sensitive and must exactly match the names used in the component catalog. Otherwise, the command will not be executed. For example, you can take the robot name suggested in the previous response and add a specific position. You could specify coordinates such as x equals 2000 mm and y equals -1000 mm. The editing functionality will then create the robot at the specified location in the simulation. If you select the robot and open its component properties, you will see that the position is set to 2000 in X and -1000 in Y. You can also change object parameters directly within the prompt. For example, if you add a batch conveyor with a length of 4000 mm, you can define this directly in the prompt. iiQWorks.Copilot will create the conveyor, place it in the layout, and then update its length to 4000 mm. This allows you to create more complex prompts step by step. At the same time, you can also modify things iteratively. For example, you can simply prompt, "Change the name of the robot to my favorite robot." The Copilot will apply this change immediately. You can also adjust other properties, such as colors or technical parameters, that are available in the object properties. If you select the robot again, you can see that its name has now been changed to My Favorite Robot. If you would like to provide feedback, you can find a feedback button in the top right corner of the iiQWorks.Copilot window. Simply click on it to share your feedback with us. Please be aware that some information is sent along with the feedback. This includes, for example, the prompt you entered and the response generated by iiQWorks.Copilot. If you want to start over, you can also clear the chat at any time and begin with a fresh conversation. If you experience situations where the Copilot runs into a timeout, you can open the Copilot options and adjust the timeout setting. For example, you can increase the timeout to a value higher than 120 seconds. In the same options menu, you will also find the data protection policy. Make sure to review it carefully. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'm happy that you are using iiQWorks.Copilot inside the iiQWorks.Sim Engineering Suite, and please feel free to continue providing feedback.
Making automation easier.